Well, their complaint was freezing up. The owner said it was freezing up. I recovered the refrigerant. It was the correct amount of refrigerant. It was pure 100% with 0% air mixed in it. The refrigerant charge was excellent. Aftermarket accumulator, I think, and hoses, because I see the tag on it. Look at our superheat. You cannot have a 0% zero superheat. Well, let's see, where am I taking the... Something's wrong here. Hold on, let me look at that. You see this one? Let's follow that line. Orifice tube system goes right there. Oh, I got the wrong one on the wrong one. Dummy. What an idiot. Okay, now let's see what it is. Now I'm gonna, hold on. Let me make sure I got this. Yeah, there we go. So this is the suction line one. I really gotta mark these things. Now I'll get superheat. And going into the unit, now I was curious of what's coming out, the temperature coming out. So that's coming out. This is going in, this is coming out. Going in. Now let's see what our superheat is. Oh, still too low. 1.8. Now, 1.8 or 40 degrees going in, coming out. Now don't look at subcooling because I'm not using the high side sensor for subcooling. I'm looking for it before or after. When it comes out of the evaporator. So it's coming out of the evaporator, where you see liquid line temperature, LLT, 37 degrees. Well, that's getting towards approaching freezing, but there's nothing wrong with 37 degrees. But let's give it a few RPMs, and I don't have my laptop to read you off the pressures. Let's see. Oh, I could do this. This is old school. Let's give it a few RPMs and see what happens here. Now the fan clutch, the fluid fan clutch is working really good. Look at that superheat. Well, why is the PS, this was this variable displacement compressor, because that low side's not going down. Or did he put a variable orifice tube in here? I gotta ask the customer. Something's happening. Look at the temperature of the liquid line. That fluid fan clutch. This is freezing my arm. Right where my arm is. That's getting ice on it. Okay. So he is telling the truth. He diagnosed it right. It is freezing up. I'm pretty sure it was after running for a long time like that. So, since somebody worked on this, put aftermarket parts on here, I have to ask him, did he put a, see this line, how it's getting cold here? Coming out of the condenser, because the orifice tube is located right, you take that lower bolt off, you take this line up, and they must have, let me see if the temperature, so you got that there. I need to take temperature drop across the condenser. I can't grab anywhere. Oh, I can get my fingers right here. Okay, that's above, yeah, that's above ambient temperature. And here's ambient temperature right here, and ambient temperature is 78 degrees. So I touch here, and this sheet metal is 78 degrees. It's been sitting inside here all day long since yesterday. So this is ambient temperature, what my fingers was touching here. This is ambient, all this is ambient temperature. And then I put my fingers and I grab the liquid line going out. That's about 20 degrees above, I'm 78, 88, 98. I'm gonna say that's about 101 degrees. There's nothing wrong with that. That's coming out. Now here's going in. You see that little one up there? That's going in. That's how. So there's not a big drop. Now they replaced parts and they didn't tell me why. So why did they change that accumulator in this line? Maybe it was leaking. But I want to know if they did something with the orifice tube, because that's getting too cold. The factory charge sticker is missing on here, so I looked it up using it's the motors, and I got the fill charge 570 grams. I took 580 grams out of here. I put 570 back in, and our superheat is definitely too cold. Now let me go after. So where are we going? Right Here's our superheat. Here's our low on. So I'm gonna take this and I wanna see what it coming in. So going into the accumulator, we got a temperature of, look at the liquid line, 39 degrees. Let's see what is coming out of the accumulator. So now I'm gonna take this one here and I wanna see about a 5-degree drop right there. 5, 7 degrees, something like that. So that's 39. So we should be about, say 36%, 38 degrees right there. No, I did that wrong. 34 degrees. Oh, and that's not at RPMs, that's at idle too. Idle sucks. Let's put some RPMs through this thing. And we're sitting still. There we go, suction line. Liquid line, yeah, we're going into freezing. Okay, let me see this compressor. Where's that compressor at? What I'm looking for is a variable displacement valving on it. That's the clutch. I don't get to see enough of these Jeeps. I see what? In a year, 5 Jeeps. I'm in San Francisco, very few Jeeps. I gotta look into this one, but I gotta find out why our low side is not going all the way down low enough to kick off the low side. I gotta look into this one. I gotta see why is the compressor not kicking off? The Mr. problem. I gotta look at the schematic and see what kind of problem's going on here with the Mr. Oh, let me get my Autel. And I'll hook up my Autel and I'll see what they have on this vehicle that I can read. Oh, buddy, man, that feels good. I don't know what temperature it is, but I can tell you it's cold. And it's a little hot and sweaty right now, so I'm loving life right here. All right, we'll come back. Let me get the Autel, hook it up, and see what I can find going on. But I got it on recycle. Let me put on fresh air out there. Wow, like recycle and fresh air is really, look at this. they just have this on here. Like it's gonna make a difference in this Jeep if I have it on recycle. All right guys, I'll be back.